when you talk about Indian football, you talk about Mohun Bagan. The first name that comes up is Mohun Bagan. See, the passion for football and the passion for the legendary club, Mohun Bagan club, who speaks about the heritage, the legacy, and the name Mohun Bagan is always associated with the freedom struggle of India. So we have a tremendous legacy which the club has been, for the last 135 years, been nurturing, and we are extremely happy and we are delighted that the club has from pillar to post has gone from uh, one step to the other into various success in different sports, especially football. Mohun Bagan is basically a club which has been, from 1911 when they won the first Irish Shield, beating the British 11 2-1, and that was a historic day for Mohun Bagan. And we regularly celebrate it on 29th of July, which is a red letter day for us. And we are extremely proud to, when you talk about Indian football, you talk about Mohun Bagan. The first name that comes up is Mohun Bagan. And people like us, we have been with the club for more than 40 years. And the legacy is what we are extremely proud of. We have been year after year, day after day, trying to inculcate a spirit of super success, and we have always been at the helm of all leading sports. Football definitely creates the biggest passion for Mohun Bagan fans and supporters and members. Now, talking about football and the legacy of Mohun Bagan, they, it adds to volumes actually. But the basic thing I would like to say is the spirit, the inspiration that we get the moment we see a green and maroon color, we know it's Mohun Bagan, and it immediately, the adrenaline starts pumping. The moment you see green and maroon, it as if that green and maroon is dedicated to Mohun Bagan. And so similarly, on the ground and off the ground, I mean, away from the ground, we try to maintain the highest spirits, and we hold, our reputation at the greatest esteem. Modern, it's basically it's known to the world that Mr. Sanjeev Goenka holds 1% of the ownership, and well, then obviously he has a race with him to run the club, and he has his own team also for selection of coaches and players. Where I think personally that the Mohun Bagan management should also be much more involved, because we have a different perspective of the game. Mr. Sanjeev Goenka, he's a very knowledgeable person and he's been following Mohun Bagan from his childhood. But there are many aspects, there are many areas which I would call it finer points of the game, where the right selection at the right position is very vital. So there, I think there should be more interaction between Goenka and the current Mohun Bagan management. Joe Bharati Krirangan, well, it's a lovely ground, good stadium, everything, that kind of facility we don't have in Mohun Bagan ground, but we do have floodlights, we have good facilities, may not match with the Salt Lake Stadium, but uh, all said and done, I think playing home matches at our own ground, Mohun Bagan ground, makes a lot of difference. It makes a lot of difference, and we feel, a matter of great pride. This is our own. This is our own ground, our home ground. And, the practice sessions, if you talk about, I think it should be at least 50-50. Do 50% in the practice ground near Salt Lake, and do another 50% of the practice at the club ground, which gives a different kind of feeling. That cannot be spoken in words. It's a feeling that matters, and the spirit, the passion, it all combines to in a nutshell, to say that Mohun Bagan ground is Mohun Bagan. My own uncle, my Meshomashai, as they call it in Bengali, is the late Omyo Dev, who created history in terms of derby. He was the first derby hat trick. Converted. He scored all the four goals in the Durand Cup match in 1934. It's 90 years from today. And he also created a record which till today no Indian has been able to achieve. That is, he played hockey, football, cricket, and tennis at the first class level. And that is even during the British reign. The British, he had to compete with the Britishers, and he played at the first class level.